everyone, I hope you're all well. Can you believe that this big boy is a month old already? I cannot believe that he is a month old. It is crazy. It's been the fastest month, so let's give you Charlie's 1 month update. So overall, he is a really happy and content baby. He's really good. I don't know if it's because he is so happy and content, or we're just used to running around after Ella, who is 20 months. Maybe just this early baby stage is really easy in comparison to a 20-month-old who just always needs attention and only sleeps once a day. He's not very clingy. He's quite happy to go to other people to get held, which is good because it gives me 5 minutes to have a cup of tea sometimes if I'm visiting someone. So yeah, he's quite a happy boy, aren't he? The dog's not happy. So for feeding, he is exclusively breastfed and he's doing very well with it. He's putting on lots and lots of weight, aren't you? He's a big chunky monkey, as you can see. When Charlie was born, he was 8 pounds 4. And he has gone up to a whopping 10 pounds 4, haven't you? But that was last week he was weighed, so that was when he was just before he was 3 weeks. But he's always hungry. He goes through the cluster feeding so much. If I didn't breastfeed Ella and I didn't realise they cluster fed, then I would have had a shock, because there was one day that he just fed every 40 minutes and it was mental. I know they say don't do it, but I have been giving him a dummy because if I'm out or I need to like run to the toilet or something, he needs to have a dummy. And I think it has confused him a little bit, because when he goes to latch on, sometimes he just kind of goes to suck in like the nipple rather than opening his mouth really wide and taking in as much as he can. And I think that's how I ended up with mastitis and things like that, because he had a poor latch and then he wasn't draining all the milk. But never mind, blah this is all about you, it's not about mummy. But yeah, he's just overall quite a happy guy, aren't you? And he just looks like his daddy, don't you? You just look like your daddy. He is a big baby. He is now in the 91st percentile for his height and weight, so they say that he's going to be a big boy, which is good because we like a big chunky baby. And at night time he is sleeping in his snooze pod, so that's the side sleeping crib that you'll have seen me doing an assembly video of when I was setting up next to our bed, and he is really happy sleeping in there. We normally just pop him in there, and he also has his wisp bear, the humming bear, which is basically a bear that makes white noise if it detects a baby's cry. So we stick him down just as he is. We don't swaddle him. He does do that thing where he forgets that he's born and he kind of like puts his hands out like this, but he's quite happy to then go back to sleep again once he hears little whisper coming on. And during the day we stick him in his Kakuna Baby, which is just the big pod that you'll have seen me use on Instagram. It's great because it's just static, it doesn't vibrate, it's not a swing, but the way that the material sort of pulls across the main base of the kind of body of the pillow, it's sort of like a hammock, so it must give him a sense of weightlessness when he's lying in it, and he absolutely loves it. So it looks super comfy, it's got a big safety strap across it, and he just loves lying in that. So we pop him in the Kakuna Baby and sit him up on the sofa, and like that he's not used to getting constant stimulation from like bouncing, because he's just lying static and he is quite happy doing that just now. During the night we normally go to bed around 11 o'clock, so that's when he gets his last feed, and then he can go through until maybe about 4 or 5 o'clock, which is great for us for our sleep, but it's probably not good for my supply. I would say he probably should be getting up twice a night, but he only gets up once. So in the morning I feel like maybe I should have already have fed him twice during the night, because there's just this oversupply of milk and sometimes it's quite difficult to get him to latch on. But in terms of sleep, he's doing really well. I don't really want to be waking him up to do a dream feed because he's quite happy, and if he was hungry he would let us know, wouldn't you? You would let us know. He's also got a little weepy eye as well, as you can see, which the midwife just said is some blocked tear duct, and it is pretty normal for a baby his size. Oh, he looks so grumpy. So I've just to massage his little kind of bridge of his nose to see if we can get it cleared. He's still kept all of his hair. I don't think any of his hair has actually come out, whereas by this point Ella was like a bald man. It was such a shame. Don't you pretend you're hungry. Don't you pretend you're hungry. You've just been fed. I keep smiling at him to make sure that he knows how to smile, but we have had a few smiles in sleep. He's been sleeping and then he kind of does the big huge gumsy smile. So Ella smiled at 6 weeks, so hopefully we'll only have a couple of weeks and then you'll be giving us a big grin. Sure you will. His cord fell off at 6 days, so that was like really quite soon, and then it kind of crusted over, and the last of the scab fell off last night, so that's been on for quite a little while. He's got huge big hands. Look at the size of these. They're huge. Huge big hands. And overall his skin has been really good. We've not been bathing him nearly as much as what we did when we had Ella because he doesn't need it. Plus I just love that newborn scent as well. The top of his head smells amazing. You smell so snuggly. That's him now in 0 to 3 month clothes as well, so there's more selection in that size, which is great because I feel as if he just wears the same kind of things all the time, but I'm not going to go wasting money buying lots of clothes that we just throw out because it's so devastating. Plus this weather is just crazy just now. We don't know what to put you in. It looks nice and bright but it's freezing, so he has been wearing lots of these sort of knitted 2-piece suits. This one's from Mamas and Papas, and he's also got a couple from Zara as well, and I like just keeping him in neutrals because you're just a little newborn baby. Yeah, so overall you're just a happy boy, and your sister absolutely adores him. She just loves him. She wants to just kill him with kindness. Honestly, she just kisses him and cuddles him and squishes him. She just loves Charlie. She hears him during the night sometimes when he wakes up, but she normally just says, "Oh no, Charlie cry," and then goes back to sleep again. So that's quite cute that she is concerned about his welfare during the night. But yeah, she's quite happy with Charlie. She's not jealous at all. The only thing I would say about Ella is she's a little bit protective if there's a stranger that she doesn't know, maybe someone that I am friends with that she's never met before, that lifts Charlie up and holds him for a cuddle. She says it's Ella's baby, so she's not very happy about that, but I would rather she was protective than jealous. So yeah, she is a good girl and she talks about him all the time. So yeah, you are fitting in quite the thing, and he is just a happy boy. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. If you have got any requests for videos that you would like me to do in the future, anything that's to do with Ella or Charlie or clothing or anything that you can think of that you would like to see, then please let me know, and I will see you all very, very soon. Thanks for watching again. Bye!